Cold crush shit. F1K, what up? Big market. I just wanna be great. Smoking this piss in the face. We got a sis in the place. The niggas know how we play. I'm starting to try to make a way. I pray I see another day. Bro, I caught up in the system again. I pray that it be the case. Keeping a mask to cover my face. Cause I still get to the chase. I get the car on the plate. If you couldn't get you a death with a tray. My time in is fixed already. You can't leave, but I can't stay. Now I gon' show you the way. I know I'm gon' die either way. On the paper chase. I jumped the cop and look out his face. When I hit me in the lick, you can't see my face. Now you out and make it to the whole base. Chasing money at my own pace. I'm a king, I should eat on the gold plate. You got it, but these niggas don't fit in my circle because we're real.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River
You got the same squad.
Stadium in Cincinnati. Coming up, well, we've got what can only be described as a mirror image matchup, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals and themselves. McPherson has this one teed up, and we are underway from Cincinnati. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground.
Good run.
Good start. 1 play, 10 yards. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only they scouted the line of scrimmage, but their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. It's Mixon on the counter, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
But from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked that 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Now it's Burrow. This goes out right for Mixon. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. So on 4th down, on is Brad Robbins to punt for the Bengals. Back deep, Trent Taylor. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at the 20. On play action, they'll throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of look. Under pressure, they got him again. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
Now, no rolling 2 plays in, but after giving up back-to-back sacks, something has to change with the protection, and they can't wait to halftime to make an adjustment.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Back to throw now. It is on the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Taylor now returning it. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That's a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against it.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. Oh, and this one, he may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They go play action with Burrow. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And this one drops in the end zone. Oh, it looked like a touchdown, but not to be, and now it's 4th down. Evan McPherson out for the Bengal field goal. This will be, 38 yards out. McPherson's kick is good. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball after that. They didn't even get a 1st down.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive to help themselves out.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. A nickel look now for the the Bengals as they try to stop them here on third down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now it's Burrow.
Oh, look at that.
And he floated one out there, incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
On third down, Burrow. The Bengals pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. And here's Brad Robbins now. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want, and try for some bigger yardage.
Looking to pass. Forced out to its left. And this one too low.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Play action. It's Burrow. That's caught by the tight end, Smith Jr. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
The result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. From the 35, here's 2nd down and 2. Again, it's Mixon. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage.
Now,
Oh, he was on the gap.
the Bengals grab it, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he was finally forced out of bounds Bengals inside the 30-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. 43 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A draw play for Mixon. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down. Here's Burrow. But it's caught on the right side of Smith. Just a gain of a couple there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well, the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
And he is here. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon as the 1st half is winding down. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the final stages of this 1st half. But finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it and catch it, and he gets it done.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball, just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Burrow out to his left. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. 1st half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic.
Oh, you missed that sack.
They need to change things.
That's to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. Not the way you envision things to start out the 3rd quarter. 1 play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach. He talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the 2nd half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime means how to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operated.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure.
Oh, that's a bad throw.
Throw there, and it is intercepted. And the Bengals are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Burrow will throw. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow escaping the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
Evidence there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time, but nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think he might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield, and it almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
There you go.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Down the sideline he goes. And they will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the 3rd quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And boy, that sure turned out well for them.
Bang. Missed the guy.
And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, the tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. So this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I think they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. In motion right here, Boyd. So here's a fake on a jet sweep and a run up the middle with Mixon. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot him at the 44. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. They're going to look to throw. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
So many times we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
On second down, here's Mixon. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On the gun on third down is Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
But it's
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Got a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on fourth down and 9. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Jackson Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. They'll start here with a give to Mixon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second and 2. Again, it's Mixon. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And he's going to have the Bengals first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical third down conversion.
His afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. It hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
On third down, Mixon. Shoves him aside. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 55 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They have 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try to make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. Burrow on play action.
Bad throw.
Incomplete, but it was tipped up in the air, so the guys on defense, they had to feel like that was a big opportunity, and it was missed. They needed a play to help turn things around a little bit. Ball's in the air. Can they rally to it and get it? On that play, they weren't able to. They'll take the ball, bat it away, but boy, they missed a big chance there.
Now they go play action now. Burrow.
The ground. Oh, he dropped the
It's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down.
Sizzling decision.
So a pressure spot here for Evan McPherson. This to at least make it a 5-point cushion. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and that will keep this a 2-point game. Had a chance to give themselves there some important wiggle room, but what a ride.
Yeah, let's do the simple math here. And you know, for me, it has to be simple. Instead of this thing kind of giving them that wiggle room you talked about, now we're talking.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Hit by Logan Wilson. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. They couldn't ask for much more at this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game, 1st and 10 here. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Powering forward. And this line tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Another run on 2nd down. Try to cover up. And he'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the 1st down, keep it in the hands of my offense.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So decision time now, because the field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance. That's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
McPherson's kick is good, and that will push the lead up to 12-7. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, it's a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. This is 1st and 10. Burrow. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here comes 2nd down. Connected with Mixon. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get to the line of scrimmage and get set. I don't think necessarily you need to spike it, but they've got to continue to move quickly.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Throwing, Burrow.
Trying to drop.
One in, but it's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know, what do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's You keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation.
That's a good game, and we got to do it again.
And they take a knee. Well, we looked at each other right when he flipped. That flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaunt. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Bengals.